Good afternoon, Shelby County families. I want to tell you this has been a pretty hard week in Shelby County for all of our staff and students. We did lose a student, a 15-year-old student at Shelby County High School, Justin Klein, and we want you to remember Justin and his family as you go through your daily activities and remember him, but also remember those staff members that we have among us that are dealing with COVID in a very, very serious way. And many of your families are dealing with COVID in a very serious way too. And so we want to keep all of you in our thoughts and prayers. In addition to that, tomorrow is September 11th, and as I recall how united our country was right after 9/11, I'd like for us to think about that and maybe apply that same thinking to this other enemy, COVID-19. And we have some decisions to make coming upon us. Senate Bill 1 is now history. Our General Assembly has spoken. And there are some things in the bill that are helpful to our schools. Some things that superintendents and boards of education asked for found their way in a small way into the bill. So we do have some tools. One of the main ones that I think will obviously cause the most controversy is that of the masking. So I want to give you where we are right now on that. Until our board meets, until our task force meets, we're going to stay with the status quo. So for the next few days, we are expecting all of our students and all of our staff to continue masking. Now, since July of 2020, we have had a reopening task force that has parents and community leaders, healthcare workers, our health department, and parents, lots of parents, and teachers and staff on it. And that task force has met very, very often and helped to make decisions and recommendations to our board. It will do so next week. And we'll ask for some additional advice from some of our local physicians. We've had a lot of community input, and we've had it from both sides. We've had those of you that support masking and those of you who don't. So we feel like we know where you stand, but we want to get some more information from our medical community before we make a recommendation to our board. We'll keep you updated on where that is, but for the next few days, we are staying with our masks on, and if anything changes with that, we'll let you know. Now, one of the best ways that we can avoid COVID-19, in addition to vaccinations, is our Testing to Stay program and our biweekly testing in the school. So again, parent permission only, it's voluntary and it's free and it's working. We have 754 students that did not have to quarantine because their parents opted in to this program. So if you'd like more information about that, check out our website. The permission slip is there, and you can sign up for any and all of those testing opportunities. Now, through that testing, bi-weekly, we have found 29 students that were in our classes that had COVID. And so we referred them to a physician to make sure that they were taken care of medically. Through our Testing to Stay program, we've found 23 students through that testing that were COVID positive. So that's to everyone's advantage to make sure those students are out of our classroom, out of the mainstream, and not spreading COVID within our schools. Once again, I'd like to remind people, do not send your child to school if they show any symptoms or are sick. We've had a few parents that have done so, and that just exposes children on the bus. So do not send them. The testing program is not to test those people with symptoms unless those are students that are already in school and they develop symptoms during the school day. So if your child is sick, you need to check out your doctor, check out the health department or the local hospital. One last note, we want to wish good luck to our Titans as they take on Spencer County tonight. It is their homecoming game, and yes, school still continues, activities still continue, and our students are still doing a great job of everything we ask them to do. They're having a good time being back together and in-person learning, and we're going to keep our students in school and safe as long as we possibly can. So please help us out with those things, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend.